What's going on, Cap City? Yeah, it's great to be up here, great to be away from my phone. Anyone else addicted to their phone? Yeah, the other day I was going through old texts. Anyone discover this waste of time? Yeah, I found some good ones. I found this one. It was like, hey, you have such a gorgeous smile. Can't wait to see you today. Northern Dental. I've been living in Austin for 2 years now. Thank you. That is how I feel about it. Thank you. I'm not from the South, and I've been living here on my own, trying to make it as an adult, and it's not working out great. You know, and I've been trying to figure out why, and I think the reason is because I had too good of a childhood. Anyone else have really supportive parents? Yeah. Like, I thought, when I was a kid, I thought I was a genius, you know? Like, I thought I was going to be doing big things. Like, did anyone else peak at 10? I really thought that. Then I moved here and I realized I don't know how to do anything. Yeah, when I first got here, this guy came up to me. He said he was a parking attendant. Turns out I was just a homeless guy in a vest. Yeah, he said I owed him money. I was like, oh, this parking spot costs $20 and a cigarette. And he's like, didn't you read the sign? I'm like, which one, sir? They're all stolen from multiple different locations. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I'm paying rent for the first time in my life at 25. That's not the age you do that. You know, like, I should have this figured out by now. And I've been trying to find the cheapest rent. And when you try to find the cheapest rent, there are some consequences. You know. Like, when I first moved here, I subletted a studio apartment. Is that not the saddest sentence you've ever heard? Yeah. Studio apartments, great design. Great design if you have depression and OCD. Because you can check to see if the stove is off over and over again without even getting out of bed. It's genius. I told you I was a genius. Yeah, and then immediately after that, I had to move into an apartment with 2 men in their 30s. I had never lived with men before, and wow, you guys, where's your furniture? What's going on? Why don't you guys have any furniture? Everybody in here, if he has a couch in his apartment, it came with the apartment. So it's like a couch and a table and a TV. And the table's just the box the TV came in. They're like natives. They use all parts of the deer. Nothing goes to waste. I loved it, though. It was so peaceful, you know. You don't have to fight over cabinet space, because they don't put anything in there. There's just a giant tub of whey protein powder, and that's it. For some reason, it's always owned by the fattest roommate. There are some sacrifices you have to make, like the signs are a little less inspirational. You know, because when you live with other women, the signs say stuff like, cherish every day. And the guys' signs usually say like, stop. He's like, you like that? I got it. Some guy sold it to me for $20 and a cigarette. It's great though. There's no text fights, you know. Like when you live with women, like your female roommate will send you a picture of food you left out and be like, this is unacceptable. Your guy roommate will send you a picture of food you left out and be like, this is still good, right? That's great. I miss it. I'm living with women again. Living with 2 women. No thanks. Thanks. I'm good. I'll pass. I don't know. I don't like living with other women. I don't do well with my own kind, you know? They make me so nervous. I'm like always on edge, you know? I just don't trust groups of women at this point. You know, I've just been in too many group chats where later on I'm like, oh, you guys have a separate group chat? Yeah. Like it's decorated nice, you know, like we have a live, laugh, love sign. But so far I've only checked off live. That's the only one I've gotten to. I don't know. I'm always the awkward roommate, you know? I'm never the cool roommate. I'm just kind of there. And, you know, it's hard when you live with women because you have to see how they live their lives. And then you start comparing it to yours. Like, have you guys ever not been invited to a party that's in your house? That is a weird feeling. I'm just sitting in my room like, damn, I really do want a snack right now. But if I go out there now, they're gonna know I've been here the whole time. And that's not gonna be fun for me. I never know what to say to my roommates' friends, you know? Like I'll walk out, they're having like a movie night. And I'm like, I gotta see something. I'm like, oh, you guys are watching Mean Girls? I was bullied once. Nailed it. It's tough living with women. They're always mad at me, you know? Like they'll do this thing where they pretend everything's cool, and then like months later just tell me everything I'm doing wrong. Imagine if cops did that. Just picture it, you get pulled over, let off with a warning. Couple months later, a speeding ticket shows up with a note that says, so it's actually really been bothering me. They're always mad at me, and it's always over the dumbest shit, too. Like the other day, my roommate was like, hey, can you put your toaster away? And I was like, what? Because up until now, I had never been asked that question before. Let's settle this, guys. You guys toaster in or toaster out? Out. Toaster out. Make some noise if you're toaster out. Yeah, make some noise if you're toaster in. They're always outnumbered, but they're a little stronger today. Toaster ins, I have an important question to ask you. When you guys go to bed at night, toaster ins, when you guys somehow sleep at night, toaster ins, when you're insane and no one wants to live with you. Let me ask you something. When you guys go to bed at night, do you guys turn off your lamp and then unplug it and put it in the closet? I don't need this till tomorrow. Rest my case. I don't know about you guys, I've never gone to my friend's house and seen their toaster out and been like, let's get out of here, these people are slobs. It's disgusting. Didn't know I was on an episode of Hoarders. She was like, is there somewhere I can put it? And I was like, yeah, how about my bathtub? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. I don't have my own bathtub. How was you crazy? I lived with a lot of women. In college, I lived with this girl, and her laugh sounded like someone stepping on an old floorboard. She was like, I've had to work a lot of odd jobs since moving out here. Anyone work the food industry? Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love the food industry, but I've learned a lot of rules. Rule number 1, if her bag is nice, she isn't. It's a very important rule. People in the food industry, they always ask dumb questions, you know, and you're not allowed to answer honestly. That's kind of frowned upon. You know, like they'll say stuff like, what's your favorite thing to eat when you're here? And I'm like, oh, what do I usually eat when I'm here? I usually eat pistachios behind the dumpster. Sometimes I can make it look like I'm taking out the trash so I don't starve. They don't allow breaks here. You guys staying for dessert, or? I love that. I worked a lot of food industry jobs. Most recently I worked at P.F. Chang's. Thank you. Hit that immediately. It was way too much cultural appropriation. Like, as a white person, it did not feel right for me to be making $2 an hour. Took a risk with that one. I walked into the kitchen, I was like, oh, I think the PF stands for Puerto Rican fry cook. All right.